In this section, we will discuss an important topic in microeconomics. That topic is demand elasticity. So because we're still talking about demand, we are in the revenue part of our profit equation. Recall that profit equals revenue minus cost. So what exactly is demand elasticity? Well, demand elasticity is the percent decline in quantity demanded for a 1% increase in price. So in other words, if we increase price by 1%, how will quantity demanded respond to that increase? So this is useful because we can compare across products, because we're not comparing unit change, we're comparing percent change. It is also useful because it enters into a number of pricing rules. But note that demand elasticity varies depending on the price that you are evaluating it at. So let's take a look at a graphic example. So on the left-hand side, we have market segment 1, and it is less elastic at a price of 0.25. On the right-hand side, we have market segment 2 that is more elastic at a price of 0.25. So what exactly does that mean? So if we begin at the point price equals 0.25 and we increase the price by 1%, we are going to have a smaller percent change in quantity in market segment 1 than we will have in market segment 2. So we can also represent elasticity mathematically. So here we have elasticity equaling the percent change in Q, where delta, that triangle, is what we call the change, over the percent change in P. We can simplify this a little bit, so we can write percent or delta Q over Q, delta P over P. And remembering that derivatives represent small changes in our variables, we can rewrite this in derivative form. So the derivative of Q with respect to P multiplied by P over Q. So remember, in words, this is the percent change in quantity demanded for a 1% change in price. So we refer to this as the own price elasticity of demand. So if the price of my own good, the good that I'm considering, increases by 1%, how much will the quantity demanded in that good change? So the number that pops out of this expression that we calculate for, the larger the magnitude it is, the more elastic it is, or we say the more price sensitive it is. So specifically, the absolute value of the elasticity of demand, if it is greater than 1, it is elastic. If it is less than 1, it is inelastic. So say your market research says that demand elasticity is negative 3.3 at current price levels. What is this in words? So recalling that demand elasticity is a 1% change in price gives you a certain percent change in quantity. This negative 3.3 tells us if we increase price by 1%, quantity demanded will decrease by 3.3%.